pleasant good day to everyone again, and welcome to the reading of the Great Controversy by Ellen G. White. Chapter 1, The Destruction of Jerusalem. Today we enter day 7, page 7, as we look at where we left off. The pangs of hunger, where mothers were seen eating their children, sons, daughters. Husbands had a bad eye towards the wife, and the wife her husband, and had them for food. Now we are going to look at even a deeper meaning of the temple, where the temple will be destroyed. Reading from page 25. Let's continue. The Roman leaders endeavored to strike terror to the Jews and thus caused them to surrender. Those prisoners who resisted were taken, were scourged, tortured, and crucified before the wall of the city. Hundreds were daily put to death in this manner, and the dreadful work continued until, along the valley of Jehoshaphat and at Calvary, crosses were erected in so great numbers that there was scarcely room to move along them. So terrible was visited that awful imprecation uttered before the judgment seat of Pilate, His blood be on us and on our children. Matthew 27:25. Titus would willingly have put an end to the fearful scene, and thus have spared Jerusalem the full measure of her doom. He was filled with horror as he saw the bodies of the dead lying in heaps in the valleys. Like one entrance, he looked upon a hill here where, like one entrance, he looked from the crest of Olivet, the same place where Jesus was, upon the magnificent temple, and gave command that not one stone of it be touched. Before attempting to gain possession of this stronghold, he made an earnest appeal to the Jewish leaders not to force him to defile the sacred place with blood. If they would come forth and fight in any other place, no Roman would violate the sanctity of the temple. Josephus himself, in a most eloquent appeal, entreated them to surrender, to save themselves, their city, their place of worship. But his words were answered with bitter curses. That were hurled at him, their last human mediator, as he stood pleading with them. The Jews had rejected the entreaties of the Son of God, and no expostulation and entreaty only made them more determined to resist to the last. In vain were the efforts of Titus to save the temple. One greater than he had declared that not one stone was to be left upon another. The blind obstinacy of the Jewish leaders and the detestable crimes perpetuated within the besieged city excited the horror and indignation of the Romans. And Titus at last decided to take the temple by storm. He determined, however, that if possible, it should be saved from destruction, but his commands were disregarded. After he had retired to his tent at night, the Jews, sallying from the temple, attacked the soldiers without. So here you see that Titus, he understood and he didn't want the temple destroyed. However, the Jews attacked him, and here's what took place after. In the struggle, a firebrand was flung by a soldier through an opening in the porch, and immediately the cedar-lined chambers about the holy house were in a blaze. Titus rushed to the place, followed by his generals and his legionnaires, and commanded the soldiers to quench the flames. His words were unheeded. In their fury, the soldiers hurled blazing brands into the chambers adjoining the temple, and then with their swords they slaughtered in great numbers those who had found shelter there. Blood flowed down the temple steps like water. Have you ever thrown a bucket of water on something to wash it down? Probably Christmas time or any time during the year, they decide to wash down. Probably a building, or you're washing your car and you throw a bucket of water on the car. You see how the water flows on the ground? Blood flowed like that in the temple. What a sight that must have been. Thousands upon thousands of Jews perished. Above the sound of the battle, voices were heard shouting, Ichabod, the glory is departed.